Hi, this is Renee from Fraley Farm Mini Homestead, back at you with another video, DIY dishwashing powder. In my house, I am the dishwasher, but you can use this safely in an actual dishwasher. So this dishwashing powder is going to have 4 ingredients. You're going to have borax, you're going to have the super washing soda, we're going to be using salt, and also citric acid. I have seen this particular dishwashing powder be made with several different varieties of the amounts. I'm going to share with you guys the amounts that I know that work for me. In the town that I live in, we have really hard water. My goodness, we got calcium deposits all over the place, especially in that little thingy on the tip of your faucet. You got to clean out every once in a while. So in this recipe, I'm going to be using a half a cup of citric acid. If you're in an area where you do not have hard water as bad as we do, you can use 1/4 cup. So anyway, the recipe is 1.5 cup of borax, 1.5 cup of the Arm & Hammer super washing soda. I don't necessarily know if it has to be that particular brand, but that's the only one that I can find here. 1/2 cup of salt. And for me, like I said, because we have hard water, it's going to be 1/2 cup of citric acid. Now, when I make this, I like to put all of my ingredients together and then I run it through a sifter. The reason being is because borax has a tendency to clump and it will become a mess when you're trying to pour this stuff out. So, like I say, I like to sift it into a container. Once I've got it sifted, then I'll show you the end product and then we'll put it in my empty jar here. All right, I'll be back in a second. I want to share this with you guys again. You see this borax, boy, did it clump up. But anyway, again, I'm going to sift this through and then I'll be back with you here. Alrighty, so now that I have that mixed up, and you can see this is a super fine powder, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my container here. Now, one thing I want to show you about this is once you originally put this in the container, let's see if it'll all fit here. When you first put this in here, this is a super fine powder, okay? This recipe makes exactly 1 quart mason jar. Oh, Lord Jesus. But this is, of course, is a plastic container that I'm going to keep this in. But when you open this a few times and the humidity gets in here, this stuff gets fluffy. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. I do have one of those drying packets inside of here. I don't think it did any good. But anyway, it goes, and you can see too, it gets kind of clumpy after a while. You may have to use a knife to kind of break it up. But when I make this, I use 1 tablespoon per sink full of water. Or if you're using a dishwasher, you use 1 tablespoon in your dishwasher, just as you would for, I guess, your dishwashing tablets or anything of that sort. Now, for me, like I had mentioned to you, I am the dishwasher for my house. But if you have sensitive skin, you're going to need to get you some of these jokers right here, man. You're going to need some of these dishwashing gloves, because I don't need you out here broke out and then you mad at me because your skin's all jacked up. But I don't have any problems with it, using it with my skin, and I do have some skin problems. But I'm going to get back with you on a second video, and I'm going to actually demonstrate to you to show you what this the power of this stuff is. The citric acid that's in here, if you don't want to buy this or don't want to use it, I guess you don't have to. But citric acid is used so that you do not have a skim on your dishes. One other thing I wanted to tell you is I wanted to tell you the price of all of these. At Wally World, here in the town that I live in, borax was $5.99 for a box. The washing soda was $5.38 per box. Salt, that old thing right there, 72 cents, okay? The citric acid is $6.98. Now, some of you may feel like that is, kind of expensive, but when you are making this over and over and over, and the amount of time that you use the product and the extended amount of time that you're using the product, overall, you're going to be saving some money, okay? Because if you have to resort to something of this sort, with this bad boy right, yeah, it's expensive. And for me, I think this is the cheap dine. If you want that good stuff, that platinum dine, it's going to cost you about $400 a bottle. And I can't be affording that. So I like to use what I know is going to work well and is going to be reasonably priced for me, okay? Now, when I have extremely greasy dishes, oh yeah, you best believe I'm pulling this bad boy right here out. But when it's not extremely greasy dishes, this is a really, really, really good dishwashing powder for you. All right, join us for the second video. Be back. All right, I'm coming back with you guys about this dishwashing powder that I made last night, and just wanted to demonstrate and show you that it does work. So I like to store mine in a glass mason jar. I'll be recycling stuff. So anyway, my little lid and screw top is recycled from when I made some previous, I guess, jelly or something of that sort. And I like to label it so I know exactly what it is. But anyway, I got some dishes in the sink. Last night I fixed a big pot of chili. Yes, it was delicious. And I need to wash some dishes up because I was too lazy to do it last night. So anyway, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys how this works. Just to let you know ahead of time, this dishwashing powder does not bubble. For whatever reason, I guess in America, we have gotten to the point where if it don't smell like apples and lemons and berries and juices, if it doesn't bubble, it's not clean. No, that's not the case, because you have to think about bleach does not bubble, and bleach is fire. Bleach can clean, disinfect, all of the above. It don't bubble. But guess what? It makes your stuff straight up clean. So with this, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, it will not bubble. If you are a person who absolutely desires bubbles, then you might as well just use the real dishwashing liquid or the powder or whatever, like, Dawn, Palmolive, whatever. Go and put that in your water. Or I was going to tell you too, if you have extremely greasy dishes, if you fried up, I don't know, a skillet full of fried chicken, or you done fried a whole bunch of fish and you got fish grease everywhere, it may leave a little bit more of a greasy film. Now, this dishwashing powder does have a slight, I'm going to say, moisturizing effect. Like when I put my hands in the water, it feels a little bit, not greasy, but it's not quite like just regular water. You can tell that there's something in the water. To me, it reminds me of like a spot-free rinse, because when I wash my dishes and then I rinse them off with hot water, put them in the dish dryer, in no time, it's dry. So I was going to tell you too, if you have extremely greasy dishes, you might have to pull out this bad boy right here or something along that line to add a little bit to it and kill all of the grease if that's what you want. But let me go ahead and show you this real quick. So again, this is not going to bubble. Let me turn this water off here for a second. When I use this, I use about a good tablespoon or two. About this much. I don't know how much it is. Maybe a good tablespoon. You can do a tablespoon and a half. Depends on how many dishes I have. When you make this at first, it's going to be extremely powdery. But once this sits, you're going to see how big and fluffy this joker looks. And when you add even just a little bit of water, you're going to see it activate. See? So you know that joker's working, all right? You can see there's no bubbles. And excuse all the background noise. I have the plumber coming eventually to fix my water. Another thing I was going to say too, with this particular recipe, when you wash your silverware, it will not leave a skim. And I am thankful for that, because I can't stand a skim on my dishes. I don't like food in my dishwater, so I'm about to rinse that out first. cooked some chili last night. Man, that chili was fire. Oh my God. I'm going to have to post the recipe so you guys can learn how to make Renee's chili. Come back and clean that sink here in a minute. Let me just kind of demonstrate real quick. Now this is my tea holder because I made some ginger tea earlier. I know this is not clean, but I'm just kind of rinsing it and just kind of showing you. Shiny, still shiny, no matter what. I was going to tell you guys too, bubbles in your dishwater is smoke and mirrors, so don't be fooled that just because it bubbles it's clean. But I can tell you that there are some good cleaners out there that do bubble, but this one in particular, even though it don't bubble, the joke is still clean, okay? Hard to tell because I just washed it, but anyway, it is shiny again and it does not have a skim. All right, well, I'm going to knock these dishes out. Hey, you guys, be sure you like, share, and subscribe my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you guys for the nice, sweet comments that you guys have made so far. And also, if you have any suggestions, any comments, please put them down because I am willing and I'm trying to learn this process. This is all new to me. And again, please be nice. Everybody here has feelings. We're real people. So the trolls and the nastiness and the mean comments, please keep those to yourself. If I ever post anything that you don't agree with or you don't like it, just keep scrolling. I appreciate it. Well, anyway, you guys have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.